Introducing the Alex Bowman Racing, Spike, Stanton-powered E. Schneider and Sons Recycling Power Control, number 55X, in his 5th feature appearance, C.J. Leary. And lining up to his inside, he is the 2025 USAC Silver Crown champion out of Ione, California. Driver of the CB Industries, Spike, Speedway Toyota, NOS Energy Drink, MPV Express, PristineAuction.com, number 87, Justin Grant.
Rolling off in our 8th starting position this evening, a driver who has made the A main for the 4th year in a row. He drives from at Seymour. It's the Skip Holtzgren, John Chambers Racing. Number 29S out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma, Hank Davis. And starting 7th. It's his 2nd time to be in our championship race. He drives for Alex Bowman Racing, Ally on the race car. He's out of the state of Pennsylvania, the 55I Briggs Danner.
Lining up 6. He's out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma. He pilots the CB Industries, Spike, Speedway Toyota, PristineAuction.com, NOS Energy, Toyota Racing Development, number 86, Dason Pursley.
Dason Pursley, you talked about, you're gonna stay all the way up there? We can't see up there. You rode past this expo center as a kid when your parents drove through downtown Tulsa. You finished 2nd in a race last year that you said has haunted you since it was run. What must you do tonight to, instead of being haunted, have sweet dreams about the Chili Bowl?
Hopefully put all 55 laps together and, be holding that little golden guy at the end of it. So the CB Industries, Toyota Racing, NOS Energy Drink, Pristine Auction 86 is as fast as ever. I just need to do my job early on and see if I can get by a few cars and then settle in and see if we can just take advantage of the starting spot that we have and the opportunity that's been presented to us here.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Next on the grid, champion in 2017, 18, and 19. He is out of Norman, Oklahoma, for the first time in a car of his own building. A Spike, TRD, PristineAuction.com, Toyota powered number 21 CB, Christopher Bell.
Starting 4th this evening. He's a 2-time Chili Bowl champion. He's driving Kevin and Jordan Swindell's Spike Stanton SR11 out of Sutter, California. The number 39 is Logan Seavey. Rolling off 3rd. A driver who's qualified for this championship race now for the 6th time in his career. He drives the York Plumbing, BMX USA, Glenn Stiers Racing, number 52. He's from right down the road in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, Blake Hahn.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the front row of your championship feature event lineup. To the outside, and making his 4th A feature appearance, he's out of Franklin, Indiana. Driver the Kevin and Jordan Swindell, Harvey Motorsports, Mike Curb, Spike, Stanton, Mountain Mechanical Contractors, number 39A, Emerson Axum. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the driver who will lead the field to the drop of the green flag. He is the 2025 21 and 2020 champion of the Chili Bowl. He is the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion out of Elk Grove, California. The Kyle Larson Racing, EMI, Speedway Powered, IndyCar.com, Flow Racing, Roto-Rooter, JVI Group number 1K, Kyle Larson!
Kyle Larson, you're a three-time and defending champion of a race that I know you spend all year looking forward to. You started this race on the pole position last year. That's where you'll start this one. But back in 2020, when you stood on this stage, you apologized to NASCAR and you said this was the biggest win of your life. What are you most looking forward to when we go green flag racing?
Yeah, just it's going to be a tough race. I think it's going to be the toughest, track surface that we've seen in quite some time, with the holes and sticky spots and curb and technical bottoms. So I think the fans are in for a treat here. I think it's going to be a wild race and come down to the very end. So looking forward to it.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more big round of applause for your 24 A main event starters? The field has been introduced. The hands have been shaken. Talk to me, Tulsa. Are you ready to go racing at the Chili Bowl? The lights come on. The drivers are going to their cars. It's almost time for the 40th running of the Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink.
Run for the hills.
Every January, the cold settles in, but inside a big building in Tulsa, Oklahoma, motorsports boils over.
We're racing at the Chili Bowl.
The Chili Bowl Nationals is a melting pot of racing culture. Nearly 400 of the best drivers on the planet, from fathers and sons with a toolbox and a dream to large-scale racing juggernauts, drivers from every discipline, dirt to asphalt, NASCAR to IndyCar, all poured into one clay cauldron.
Fires burning all around. Open your eyes. It's burning.
Simply put, there's one goal: win the Golden Driller. Agony when the dream ends on lap 1. Danger, inches apart at full send. Fun. This is more than a race. It's a damn lifestyle. Drama. Every heat, every transfer, every slide job. Legends are tested, and new ones are forged. Memorable moments aren't planned here. They're created under pressure. The air in here, well, it's thick with dust and destiny. It's the Chili Bowl Nationals, powered by NOS Energy Drink, where motorsports melt together, and only one driver rises from the fire.
Are you ready for the Chili Bowl?
We wait all year for these 55 laps. The Chili Bowl Nationals, a main event. The pomp and circumstance is done. The drivers are locked, loaded, and ready. Your lineup out at the front of the field. You watched them come across the stage. The stars of the world: Larson, Seavey, Bell, Grant, and more, taking on the young hotshots of the top 12. The rest of the field, your lock-ins coming from the B main event. Can the young guns do something and show up? You have got 24 cars. You have got 55 laps, and only one Golden Driller to be given out in just a little bit. Caleb Hart, Chris Wilner, Clinton Boyles here in the booth. Trackside, Brian Ward, Earl Hoon Jr., Chris Moore, and Blake Anderson. Gentlemen, I have 2 wins. Chris Wilner has 1. Chris Moore has 1. Brian Ward has 1. Your picks for the A main event tonight, and let's start with the Tin Man.
Oh, we're going to jump over there to Earl.
Actually, no, we're going to go, Brian, you go first.
Okay. Well, I figured I'd catch a lot of flack for picking the front row. So I'm going to pull the Homer card again. He's craved this his whole life. He's got the sentimental attachment just like I do. I'm going to go for the driver that starts inside row number 2. Give me the 52 of Blake Hahn.
I'll take it. He's on the pole. He's the greatest race car driver in the world. He's a 3-time champion of this event. Owen Larson. Who are we taking to win the Chili Bowl?
My dad.
Kyle Larson. Give me Kyle Larson to win the Chili Bowl. I haven't won all week. I'm taking the driller home.
That's fair. That's fair. I only won because I took a layup too. I don't know if it's a layup, but I'm going to the front row too. I just think this young man is so hungry. He is the man at the Tulsa Shootout. Tulsa Shootout rolls around, you expect Emerson Axum to be up front, to be in contention in all 4 A mains. Chili Bowl hasn't always been that. Now with Kevin Swindell, he's going to put Logan Seavey at the number 2 spot. Emerson Axum wins Chili Bowl.
Guys, they are all fantastic picks. It is championship Saturday night. I'm dressed to the 9, boys, and here's my pick. This driver has come close last year. He wants redemption. He finished 2nd. He also picked up a Golden Driller 2 weeks ago. Gentlemen, I've been saying it all week long. We are going to have a brand new winner here tonight. Give me Jason Persley for the W.
Guys, fantastic work. Have an excellent call down there. Best of luck to you. Chris Wilner, Clinton Boyles, if you would like to rock, paper, scissors for the right to take 5th.
I'll go.
I think I know who you want.
All right. I think Chris Moore is dumb. He doesn't even know what a driller means. And I don't think he knows who's going to be top dog at Kevin Swindell Motorsports. It's going to stay Logan Seavey. Seavey's taking the driller home. He's so poised. He's so confident. He's gets down, but he's never out. Was out of contention last year, and he's back this year. He's bringing home his 3rd Golden Driller.
Okay. Chris Wilner?
Well, it's going to go to a guy who's not only grown up around this building, but has basically owned his time on the racetrack here in 2026 at the Chili Bowl.
The only guy who's undefeated for the week.
The only guy who's undefeated for the week, but more importantly, driving his own equipment. Christopher Bell trying to take that next step to immortality, trying to catch Sammy Swindell. Tonight will be Seabell's 4th Golden Driller, but first as an owner, give me Seabell from 5th.
Well, guys, I've won twice this week, and I've won twice not taking the layup because I've taken a guy who started outside row number 4 for both of my victories. So do I go back to outside row number 4? Nah.
No.
I go to inside row number 5.
Oh.
Let's take Justin Grant. Grant is hungry. Starving, I think, for this one. I got to go outside the top 6 anyways, and why not the guy who desperately wants to reclaim his throne and has been thinking about everything he needs to do in the back half of this race since learning so much in the back half of last night's race. Justin Grant from 9th will be my pick to come outside and smoke you guys this week and beat y'all by 2 wins.
At the end of the day, we're going to be treated to something special after 55 laps. You heard it from Kyle Larson. It is going to challenge the best of the best when it comes to the technicality of the bottom, the sketchiness of the top. This racetrack's going to come in perfectly clean. I think we're going to be absolutely treated to something exciting today.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. I don't know where else in the world you can go and get this diverse of a field for 55 laps and see as good a racing as we're about to see. But I'm so glad that we are here at Tulsa Expo Raceway, and it's the Golden Driller Day.
Clint Boyles, I got a question for you.
Blake Anderson.
It's noticeably colder down here on inside the racetrack than it is even in the pit area. How much of a difference will that play in this race with guys nailing their fueling? Because it is a lot chiller inside the building than it usually is.
Yeah, definitely. It plays a factor into it. And these guys are going to have to get their fueling right. Their tire temperatures are going to be way colder than we've seen, so you got to work on getting your tire temperatures up before and maintaining them also under yellow. There's a lot of things that factor in, and that's why I think some of these veteran guys at the front are going to be able to manage that even with all the chaos going on. They're going to be poised to keep all that under control and keep themselves up front.
So many storylines. There's one of them, Hank Davis. Boy, tell you what, him and Timmy Buckwalter, Matt Seymour Racing, both in the Chili Bowl Nationals A main event. Coming from two different ends of the spectrum when you look at the starting lineup, Caleb, but both capable cars to work their way to the front. And for Hank Davis, you saw the reception. One of the local boys has been kind of one of the unsung heroes when he won his prelim night a couple years ago, and he's been a mainstay ever since.
If one of the Oklahomans wins this, and I say the Oklahomans, the non-national touring Oklahomans at the moment, Dason's out on the road a lot, Christopher's out on the road a lot, right? But if it's a Davis or it's a Hahn, the roof blows off this place tonight. We're burning down cars in the parking lot, Philadelphia style. Like, this will happen. It should be a blast.
6 drivers from Oklahoma, 7 from California, 4 from Indiana, 2 from Pennsylvania, and single drivers from Arizona, North Carolina, Alabama, the state of Nevada, and our lone international competitor, Wout Hoffmans from the Netherlands. That's what makes up our 24 starting field.
Drivers from all the way deep into their 40s, all the way to not even having their learner's permit yet at 14 years old, making up this lineup. Not the youngest driver to ever start the A main event, but second youngest is what we're estimating in Jet Barnes, rolling off outside road number 6.
Yeah, and honestly, I to your guys' point earlier before the break, I think just because this is all new to him, maybe doesn't understand the gravity of the moment he's in, maybe that's an advantage. I don't know what the nerves may be like. I'm sure they're there, but are they as much as somebody that's been trying at this for so many years?
Absolutely not. I mean, I think that is a massive advantage for Jet Barnes. And, how can you be any more confident than when all your other cars are locked in? You know your cars have speed. You're working with the best guys in the pit area. Kevin Swindell's on the wrenches. It's a perfect storm for Jet Barnes to be an absolute tear here as a rookie.
There's 3 people in this building that expect Jet Barnes to win this main event. His mom, his dad, and Jet Barnes, right? Everybody else, there's no pressure. Everything has already gone so well for Jet. This is a complete win-win situation.
But on the flip side is the pressure stacked on Dason Pursley. We beat it with a dead horse. He's been beaten with the dead horse. Asking that question.
Here's where he has to swim instead of sink. And getting a practice lap or 2 in.
I meant to point out, Clinton saw Tanner Dorson literally right sides up on the fence, rolling that bad boy in. He knows eventually we're going to be up there by the end of 55.
What about Thorson with the complete car change in between prelim night and now? Didn't like it on Thursday. Goes back, builds something brand new, and rolls into the expo with it here on Saturday. It's been fast so far. So much to follow, and now's the time for the rubber to meet the road and us to figure out exactly how it's going to go down. Terry Maddox will throw the green and the checkered flag tonight, the 2 most important flags here in this building. Matt Ward is the race director of competition within the building itself. And for all of you who have welcomed us into your homes for over 51 hours this week alone from start to finish on our broadcasts, we are blessed to bring you the absolute best race on the planet starting right now. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in here on Flow Racing. It truly is an honor to be able to call the Chili Bowl Nationals. Guys, double them up 2x2.
Let's do it. The long wait is over. I mean, don't forget Kyle Larson, Briggs Danner, they've had to wait since Monday for this moment. Outside of the pole shuffle, this is it. You've got drivers from all across the world in motorsports. They have come here to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Year after year, we're celebrating, Caleb, 40 years of the granddaddy of them all here in midget racing.
The Super Bowl of auto racing. Drivers from every discipline coming in to contest this. Our Grand Marshal is running the NHRA this year, and he was telling us how important the Chili Bowl National was to his legendary career. 5 preliminary night A-main winners coming from 5 diverse backgrounds. Super teams versus individual homegrown operations. NASCAR influence down to true dirt racers only. You got a little bit of everything coming up here for 55 times around this 5th mile.
As the field comes off of turn number 4, they're going to give the great fans here a salute who have packed this place full. Some 15,000 in the stands, thousands more back in the pit area. I mean, it is basically standing room only inside the SageNet Center here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, breathe deep, guys. Breathe real deep. Drivers popping down their visors and getting ready to go with their last-second rituals that they do before we come to the green flag in the biggest race, the greatest race here in racing. 1 to go. Signal has been given. Lights go out around the Expo Raceway. 2 by 2, they file in down the back straightaway. It is Kyle Larson and Emerson Exum rolling into corner number 3. And out of corner number 4, green flag. We're racing at the Chili Bowl. Kyle Larson with the lead off the bottom of turn number 2. Axum trying to settle in, and we've got Colby Copeland in the wall in the first corner. We'll try this one all over again.
Backed her into the turn 1 fence just past the hay bales there that marked the entrance to the corner. And all the build up, and now the heart rate starts to settle back down.
Shootout all over again.
Yeah, let's see what happened here to Colby Copeland. Again, came out of the B, so a little bit deep in the field here.
Jet Barnes into him.
Barnes took evasive maneuver, tried to get in line on the bottom, and then decided he had to go to the top, and Colby was there.
Push quad in and behind Copeland. We'll see if it's damage-free and can restart up at the back of the field. Make a much longer race night here for Colby. Promoter of the Silver Dollar Speedway, along with Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson. Hope all our California friends are doing well. They're getting ready for the start of their season. We'll see a bunch of that on flow, including all 3 of the Cups this year. Gold Cup race champions, Dirt Cup up in Washington, and the now 410 sanctioned Trophy Cup.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. All right, let's try this one more time, shall we?
Second try. Down the back straightaway for Larson.
Same
and
energy,
Axum.
Caleb. Same
All right,
energy.
You got it. Larson and Axum. Side by side, Hahn, Seavey in behind them, ready to pop the top. Green flag flies, we're underway. This time it's Hahn getting down and Axum getting down a whole lot quicker to secure that second spot. Seavey content to roll around up high in the 4th spot with Bell underneath him. 1 lap in the books. It's official. Larson leads lap number 1 of the 40th Chili Bowl.
Seavey first car on the outside there in the 4th position, looking for 3rd on Blake Hahn. Dason Pursley also there. Christopher Bell settling in the 5th spot here on lap number 2. But Seavey starting to get that 39 wow back up on the top.
Top already there, Clinton.
Yeah, a lot of drive for Seavey on the top. You see Axum makes the move. The top's, I think, a little better in 3 and 4, but you got to be careful if you're Logan Seavey. If you get tight a couple times, you'll get hung out and be in lap traffic.
Larson slides himself.
I was
There
about to
goes
say,
Axum.
he must have looked at the video board because right down the front straightaway is where Emerson Axum started to gain. Axum hikes the front end up into turns 1 and 2. Battle for the lead here early. Axum stays foot in the throttle, 4 in the foot, but Larson will battle back.
Big bump by Axum coming in turn 3. Kyle has to check up. Axum going to be your new leader.
Emerson's got to be careful. He is racing hard early. There's a long ways to go in this, guys. 50 laps, and he's already kind of putting his race car at risk. See if he'll settle down and get into a rhythm as Larson back to the bottom, front end flies. Emerson crosses high to low to get in the corner as Seavey stalks your top 2.
Everyone's front end's really light here early, going full fuel load. That's going to burn off and change the handling of the race cars. But right now, the top side of the Expo is the place to be.
Dason Pursley, the first car on the bottom side, going backwards here just a little bit outside of the top 6. Make that 7th. Christopher Bell around the outside. Here comes Briggs Danner, Monday night runner-up in the Alex Bowman Racing 55, trying to make something happen.
Danner just got around Barnes, who was running in the 9th spot, shuffled him backwards a spot. It is Danner down low, working on Pursley, who drives it off the top. Dason committed to running the high groove for the time being as we're down to 46 laps left. They're taken by relatively quickly here with 2 grooves of action. Down low, Pursley trying to get around Bell. Bell says no, not this time. As Bell is coming up on the back, Justin Grant has moved well early. He's gone 9 to 5 in the early stages, and he's down around the bottom of the racetrack, guys.
Yeah, Justin Grant looks really good settling in here behind Blake Hahn as you watch Kyle Larson continue to try to keep at least Emerson Axum in his sights. Tail end of the field on the same straightaway. Wow, Hoffman's the final car on the lead lap in 24th, is quickly getting closer to the front visor of your race leader in Emerson Axum.
4th and 5th in your screen right now. Blake Hahn up and around the high groove. Justin Grant glued to the low side, trying to make the move up on him. He'll go back to the top in 3 and 4 and lose some ground to Hahn with Bell now coming into the picture. There goes Bell at the bottom looking for 5th.
Bell really good around the bottom there in 1 and 2. Going to close in on JG Justin Grant as they continue to battle for that position. That's for 5th. Justin Grant has it. Christopher Bell now to the top in 1 and 2. We'll take the 21 CB. We'll ride on board on the right side of your screen.
Next time by will be 15 down and 40 to go. It is the length of last year's main event coming in as Grant continuing to hold off Bell, and you can see Bell trying the top side this time. A little dirty through the middle in 1 and 2 as we've got cars together coming off of 4.
He's right in front of your leader also. Big lane change. Axel barely squeezes through by Thorson. Yeah. That's a big move to put 2 cars between him and Kyle Larson.
Near avoids disaster.
No.
Kyle Larson upside down on the back straightaway. Larson running second. Upside down, and we are yellow on the speedway.
CJ Leary breaks down the backstretch, and Kyle has nowhere to go and gets hooked.
Such a gentle, weird flip there out of Larson, but over he is.
One avoids disaster, one gets it. This is what started it. Gaggle off at turn number 4. Watch Emerson Axum here as Thorson tries to change lanes right around. Larson trying to follow suit. CJ Leary coming to a slow crawl. Larson on the binders and just lost it.
Same thing that happened to me last year. The right front gets hit by the bumper. It's the tire, so you have nothing you can do.
Just a glancing blow off the back straightaway, and he is over, and we're live on the scene.
Well, I'm over here in the work area with this 55, and they have got a new right front tire on here, ready to roll out. Another thing that I'm noticing somewhere in the contact, possibly with Larson, the rear bumper got broke on the top. The 2 rings that go around the tail tank here, the top one broke apart. That'll give a little bit of flex if they get in too much traffic and start banging bumpers.
Kyle on the hook here. He's absolutely dejected inside that race car.
Time for Paul Silva and the crew to either thrash and get a new front end in it.
Trevor Canales come to look at it.
Taking a closer look here in the work area at the 1K that sits on the hook, and Kyle Larson taking the gloves off. This is it for the 3-time and reigning Chili Bowl champ. Will not defend his title.
Yeah, just a quick look when the car came into the work area and quickly nodded and waved the car up. I could see some damage to the right front shock. I really didn't notice much else with the race car, but I was on the left sides.
Right now, Shane Golovic, the big mover, 16 to 11 in the early stages of this. 16 down, 39 to go. Axum, Seavey, Hahn, Grant, Bell, Danner, Barnes, Pursley, McIntosh, Golovic.
And I was watching Jet Barnes up 4 spots from 12, throwing haymakers with Dason Pursley and Briggs Danner in the mix as we're coming back to green. 39 laps to go here in the Chili Bowl.
Axum fired super early. You created some separation there, but that also allowed Seavey to get separated as we have a yellow.
Wout Hoffman's.
Hoffman's never making it to the green flag.
And he's pointing directly toward the work area or up the ramp. So first time Chili Bowl A-Main starter in just his 3rd attempt. What a week it's been for Jody Rosenboom and Johnny Boland in this organization. We'll try to diagnose it here in the work area.
Up the ramp is the word.
Yeah.
Heard that from Johnny B. So Hoffman's out, and attrition starts striking this field.
Yeah.
About 11 laps away from halfway, Clinton.
Yeah,
Axum has been good, and we know how good he is in traffic.
Yeah, he's going to be patient here, but honestly, Emerson's car looks so balanced right now. He has not had to fight that thing one time. Logan's been fighting kind of being right rear tight against the cushion.
Is tonight the night for the improbable? That's what people are looking at Jet Barnes and asking themselves right now. The young man having a race. He's been able to settle in. He avoided the big accident on the very first lap.
Yeah, how nervous does Chris Harvey have to be? He's the owner of Emerson Axum's car, owner of Mountain Mechanical on the first 2 place cars.
Back under the green flag once again with 39 laps to go. Emerson not able to skip away this time from Logan Seavey. The 2 team cars starting to roll away. Here comes Justin Grant following Blake Hahn around the top.